And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you can save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. This is the Don't Punt Hour with former Nebraska receiver.
Throwing over the middle, completes the pass. He's got speed to the end zone. Touchdown. 45 yards.
And return specialist.
This time he beats the kicker and one more.
DeMornay Pierson-El.
Not only does the sideline have confidence in Pierson-El, but Pierson-El has confidence in Pierson-El.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome in, Don't Punt Hour. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, DeMornay Pierson-El in studio to my left. You guys can join in, 402-464-5685. We do got NFL brick and mortar going on. 10-17, New York Jets down to the Miami Dolphins. Teams somebody's got to win today. Both 0-3. Someone will walk away with a win today. Dolphins are at home. And then you also got, Bengals and
Broncos.
Thank you. Bengals and Broncos. I couldn't find it. 3-7. Bengals behind. Just real quick, your thoughts on those games and who's going to pull it out tonight? Knowing the scores were
Tyreek Hill just went down hurt. He's on my fantasy team, so I'm pissed right now. Justin Fields is not playing with the Jets, right?
With the Jets?
He's hurt. Is he playing?
I don't think he's playing right now. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure he's not. No, he is 8 for 11, 54 yards. He is in.
I'm going to go with the Jets to pull it out. I know they've been like rocky. And then with the Broncos and Cincy, I'm going with Broncos.
Yeah, I just don't. Bengals, tough scene. I don't know what you're going to do there. You got a bad offensive line, and now you got your backup quarterback running the bad offensive line. And I have T. Higgins on fantasy. Guess who didn't start this week?
T. Higgins.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. It's not on Higgins. It's you got to get the ball to you somehow, and I don't know who's going to get it to you, and that's the situation they're in. But other than that, Jets, sure, I'm going to roll with Justin Fields. We talked about this at the beginning of the season. He looked so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was like turning the corner about the accuracy issues are starting to show up, or it's just the Jets. We were talking about this with Caleb Smith and Richard Lovett. Like, name quarterbacks that's careers are better after the Jets. Just about name any quarterback who's played for the Jets, and like anywhere they've gone after, they've usually been at the very worst a little bit better. Usually it just dies with the Jets, or they get one more stop, even if it's not a future starting spot. It's always a little bit better. At least it feels like.
I can't argue that.
Yeah,
that's
DP probably can. He can probably dig back enough in time, but since I've been alive,
I think Geno was fine, but I mean, since he left the Jets, his career has definitely gotten better, so I can't argue that one.
Yeah.
He's about the only one.
Sam Darnold. Hello.
But I mean, that had like a decent career, like with the Jets. Like Sam Darnold's career, trash. The Mom Slayer, trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the Jets. I think give them some time. I mean, it's year one. He does look good and everything like that. Hopefully, he doesn't take too many hits and everything like that. But I mean, it's the National Football League. People are going to adjust to certain things, and you know, it's not going to be what things are like week one.
Well, he's playing efficiently right now at the very least. He's also got 5 carries for 73 yards and a touchdown. So he must have taken one of those back pretty far. Or at least I'm assuming. I don't have eyes on the game, just reading the stats. And then, like you said, Tyreek Hill, he had 6 receptions for 67 yards, but he is out.
Yeah.
For the entire game, or do they know yet?
They said it looked like a serious injury. I didn't see it. So,
Jeez. Okay. At this point, I don't even know what they're gonna do with.
are they
Do you
playing?
fire him?
Are they playing in Miami or are they playing at?
It's in Miami.
I was about to say another person on MetLife Field. Ugh.
That would have been nuts.
Yeah.
No, it's in Miami. I don't know what you do with your Miami though, because to me it feels like they're just probably not
I
going
know
to
what
fire
they're going to fire
McDaniel.
their coach. That's what they're going to do.
Feels like they're just, if they haven't done
They're
it
going through the
already,
motions. Like they're not motivated. It doesn't really seem like they're disciplined. I mean, not to say that they aren't, but I mean they're going through the motions. It's just I don't want to say a toxic environment, but it's just not a really well-run environment. I'll say that.
Fair enough. It's clearly not, just for the fact of like what it's been. Lots of struggles. And then,
But do you put that on the coach or do you put that on Tua? I say both.
Yeah, I was gonna say like,
and I want to give it to one or the other a little bit more, but I mean, I think realistically, I think Tua's probably had maybe 2.5 good years.
yeah,
The same problems that he's had in college, like it's been the same thing, him with just being hurt and everything like that, and it just it does not look efficient.
no, and then you could argue Mike McDaniels, but that's the most exciting Dolphins offense has ever been. But you also had Tyreek Hill and Waddle, like when they were healthy. Even Waddle right now is kind of banged up time to time with his back. But I mean, you had two of the faster wide receivers, and then you had Tua who was throwing dimes, and then was it Gesicki at tight end who's still pretty nice for him. And then they walked into like A-Chain and Mostert, and all of a sudden they had like this crazy offense. And then Tua gets hurt, and then Waddle starts having some back injuries. I can't remember who they replaced Gesicki with, but
was it John Smith?
It might have been for a little bit there, or is it still on there? I don't think he's on there right now.
No, he got traded. He got traded to the Steelers.
Either way, I mean the offense just fell apart. So it felt like 2.5 years they were the scariest offense. Because it was the Ravens game. They were down like 20 or 21. Back. Yeah, and they were at home, but still, like they came roaring back. And it was the year I won my fantasy team also because I had Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek was giving me like 45 a game, and I was like, I don't know who's going to cover this team. And if Tyreek didn't have crazy amount, like you just looked across the field, it was Waddle. And then the run game, wasn't as dominant that year, but down the road. And then Tua takes some injuries. McDaniel's playing with it feels like he's still trying to play with that same style of offense. And I think
people might have either one like figured it out.
That could be
enough to where it's like, okay, we know your tendencies and we kind of got you. And it's at least with Shanahan, it's like you might figure it out, but he'll still throw wrinkles in there and still change and make things up. They don't have as many weapons. I mean, well, both teams, like, I think are down on weapons this year.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just doesn't look as clean and effective as it has in the past. Tua doesn't necessarily. I don't want to say he's lost out there or anything like that, but he's not. I don't want to say he's not confident either. He's just not. He's not as sharp. And I mean, he's one of those persons that like typically is.
Yeah. I mean, that was his whole MO. It's probably like he's just a high IQ quarterback with mobility, but he never like used his mobility as like his strength. He was pretty good about just using it when the grass was there. Yeah, I never want to say it's like the concussions have hurt his game, but I don't know if it's the coach. I don't know if it's to his own health.
It could just be the fear of kind of like wanting that to kind of like happen and everything like that.
Yeah, it's like if you break your arm, you don't want to plant on that arm, even if it's fine. Like that's kind of what I mean. I don't mean like he's got a broken brain now. I just more in the sense of how did you act?
Who's more injury prone? And I it's bad to say this, Joe Burrow or Tua?
Tua right now.
Really?
I don't know.
It's close.
Tua's like on one area. If you hit him, yeah. Burrow right now just feels like you can anything you throw him a little bit too hard, he's just really hurting. I don't know what you do with the ball. The two of what was like the most incredible offenses with very heavily injury prone quarterbacks. Who now I know people are calling for Taylor's job too, which is I wouldn't go that far. He's done to me like nothing he's doing is really on him.
I mean they started their year off differently, and it's like you can be mad at him, but literally like the face of the franchise has been hurt 3 out of the 4 or 5 years he's been there.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, not to say like what do you do, but okay, do you? And this is crazy to even sound. Do you like move on from kind of Joe just because it's like there's no consistency kind of with stuff? I mean, I don't think it's time to, but I don't know if you draft a second string quarterback high to kind of implement that and everything like that just for a contingency plan. Because I mean, every other year it seems like it's something.
But the problem is, it's like, boy, if you go get another quarterback, knowing like what weaknesses you have already, I guess where they're in a tough spot, huh?
So it's that draft.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, late in the draft, yeah. Go ahead, go grab something because you're. What surprises me more is like how they don't go and get somebody who is ready. Those teams that have to, those teams that have Joe, like Burrow. We're not on a first name basis, but teams like that have Burrow, knowing that he's injury prone. At the end of the world,
who are you? What veteran quarterback are you going to go get? You're not going to go get a young quarterback.
I don't even.
Jacoby Brissett is probably the first name that screams out, just because he can. He's a man. He's started for multiple teams.
I don't know. Trade Brown some cash. Like, give me 1 year millions of QBs got laying around over there. You'd have to do that preseason, but there's got to be someone that's better than Browning right now.
And I mean, again, I mean,
he's 8 for 12 tonight, so maybe I'm wrong. But
I mean, the offensive is that's a difficult decision because I mean, we know what that offensive line is.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They're good.
So I mean, he could be seeing ghosts just because he's running from it for his life every snap. So like, I'm not as harsh on him, and it's like, yeah, Burrow was operating and doing stuff, but I mean, look at what his body's taking a toll from it. So
yeah, maybe Burrow's not as much of him being injury prone as him just getting lit up all the time. That'll certainly rack up the injury time. Tough one. I don't know what the way out is for either of those teams. Like, do you just start making trades? You just wait till next season, find some pieces, or you being radical this offseason?
Realistically, I think you have to trade one of your receivers.
Dolphins, I'm definitely. Hey, Hill, you hate it here? I know you do.
I mean, they need. I think both sides need a clean slate. You know, personally, like off the field, there's been a lot, you know, and that can be distracting, you know, with sometimes. And you know, Tyreek Hill is very vocal and very, very. I don't want to say emotional, but he wears his feelings on his sleeve. He lets things, you know, be known and everything like that. And similar to what Micah was like saying off the field on the podcast, and things have kind of been like, I can see if things like take over in Miami with that, and it's just kind of gone sour just because of the antics.
It kind of feels like, it doesn't feel like Hill will make it that bad, but it just feels like it's uncomfortable where he's clearly like, listen, I'm still really good. You guys aren't going to win anytime soon. How long ago? I feel like he's been pushing his way out for a while now.
I would say probably
like last season,
last 2 years.
Yeah, last 2 years,
year and a half at least.
And I thought this year, like, they'd finally like just move on from him. No, and someone's going to take that deal. It's not a crazy amount of money. It's not like, I don't think there's a ton of time on it left, but that's where they're at. And Hill's next year. I don't care if like what happens to that offense, even if everyone got healthy, it just is already a little bit older than what it used to be, and you already lost so many of your key assets, and the defense isn't, and even the defense isn't as good as it was when that 2 year stretch where the offense was really clicking. So, what are you more down on, Dolphins or the Bengals' future, or the Jets? We can throw in all three.
What am I more
like? Which one's got the least likelihood of pulling out of the muck between those three programs that are just eating the bottom of the NFL? I'm still going to give it to the Dolphins because they only have a healthy quarterback.
I'm going Dolphins.
Yeah.
I think the Jets will turn things around and everything like that. That coach has that organization playing right. It's just, you know, misfires, miscues, and everything like that. Like we've seen Dan. I was about to say Dan Lanny. We've seen Dan Campbell turn around the Lions the same type of way. If you go back and look at the Lions before they started winning multiple games, they were a physical team. Teams didn't want to play them and everything like that. They were just, you know, a few moments away and everything like that. Then all of a sudden, the past 2 years, what do you know? They explode on the scene and everything like that. I have that same feeling like with the Jets. So I'm not too worried. I like what I'm seeing from time to time. I think they're probably the safest that will pull things out.
The Jets are?
Yeah, I think so.
They're down 10-24, but you long-term wise, you're right.
That's what I mean.
Okay,
like,
then I'm with you.
I think it's the Dolphins. It's just a lot of, since Flores has been ran out of town, I think you've had 2 good years.
What's the dumber move? Byron Flores or getting rid of Baker Mayfield? Probably Mayfield, right? But the Flores firing was pretty bad. I always reference.
But that wasn't like his fault.
No, I mean the management's fault. Like the GM's, higher ups. Like I think the higher ups were insane to get rid of Baker Mayfield.
I think Mayfield just because the actual player.
Yeah.
I think with Flores, I think he's learned and grown as a coach, so he'll be better than like the next go around. But definitely Mayfield. Mayfield was the best quarterback you've had since maybe Jason Campbell.
Yeah. I don't know how far back I have to go. Probably
with the Browns.
Yeah.
And regardless, you go to the playoff, you have 10-win seasons, and you let him you move off of him.
On the year he was hurt. He was playing through injuries for you.
So I think that's malpractice.
Yep. All right. I agree there. But I always just do think Flores firing is one of the worst out there. We only got a few minutes, and I did this for you because I know you wouldn't want to talk about it long. And I was going to talk about some college football, and we will do that on segments 2 and 3. We're going to do our picks because there's one on here that you whiffed the window. When I told you it was going to happen. I did lose overall on the day, though. So we're doing our weekly picks. You win this week by 1. Last week I won by 1.
Did you?
Well, we both scrubbed Illinois because I did read Illinois. I did. We can go play the tape. I'll literally go cut it up if you need to hear it back there.
Go ahead.
But so you went 3 for 2. I went 2 for 3. I picked Washington. It wasn't that close. Ohio State wins that one. I picked LSU. Ole Miss pulls that one off. We both picked Georgia. Bama steals that one. I took the Ducks. Of course, they win it on the road in Happy Valley. And then I took the Bears. Bears, deservingly, your grit and effort. I was always confident in winning.
I wanted to smash my TV. I wanted to chuck my phone off my balcony just because I figured you were going to text me about it.
I didn't.
The Raiders they were in control the whole game, regardless of the turnovers and everything like that. They just have to get consistent. They're just Chip Kelly.
Genty though, hey,
Chip Kelly. I blame him. I don't care.
It was Genty looked nice though. It was good. He finally had some moments.
Good for him. I'd rather take the win. I'm pissed.
That was tough. I will say. I did pull up my phone, and I was like, you know what? He doesn't need this right now. Because I wasn't even that proud of the win. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't really want to.
I don't know how that happens. Like in professional. We've seen that style of like playing to lose games and everything like that.
We suck.
I'm pretty sure that the Ravens, feel a type of way with the way they've been going and everything like that. But that's just bad football.
It was, yeah.
That's just bad football.
It was like at the end of the first half, I was like, we've been in the red zone like 5 times, and we have
and all of
3 points.
You're doing your job all day. And literally,
Well, Geno Smith was like, here's 3 picks. Here you go, Bears. Go nuts. Tell you what, that defense, Tyreek Stevenson, the guy who big time messed it up last year, got back-to-back. There might be 3 games in a row now with picks. I don't know what's going on.
It's just a series of unfortunate events. Y'all won, whatever. I still won the week, so I don't care.
You did win the week. Did you win in fantasy?
No,
I didn't either. All right, so we're
pissed.
We're at least the same there. My fantasy team got wiped.
Derrick Henry for 3 weeks straight has had under 8 points.
I drafted AJ Brown. I don't want to hear it. He gave me 2.
Yeah, I knew.
I should have known better.
I knew. I knew to stay away from AJ. I went
just
Drake,
the Eagles.
I went Drake London over AJ.
That's smart. I mean, anyone just for future notice, as long as they got the tush push, Eagles.
No, as long as they have Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, they're not going to throw it.
No,
like, I don't care how good you
are.
I
don't blame them. Finally, they added a wrinkle into the tush push, which I was waiting for that to happen. So now,
I would have waited for the playoffs for that.
It's now you can't load the box. So that's going to be the psyche of that, because now they don't even have a pass off of that yet. No. What happens if he hands it off and Saquon throws the pass to a tight end on a corner? What happens with that?
They're gonna like double down on those petitions at the end. There's gonna be the Packers ownership group sitting there like, remember I said this is gonna get bad. I still think the Packers are wrong. That's on you. Figure out a way to stop it. But the biggest thing they do with that is like they just need to be on the officials to call false starts. Yeah, and then once you do that, then the advantage is nulled. But right now they just got you beat because they're clicking and they're playing a little bit of rugby. All right, we got to throw the break there. Des Moines wins. So he is currently we're tied. We both won one. We both lost one. We're both 5-5 on total picks. So we got to hopefully create some distance at the end of this week. And we have another Nebraska game to pick from because they do got Michigan State first road game as well. We'll talk college football and Nebraska football next. Don't go anywhere.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion, for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome back in segment number 2. Don't Punt Hour. Harrison Arns on the 1s and 2s. DeMornay Pierson-El not streaming in. He's live in person. To my left. Misspoke there a little bit. You guys can join in. Start him and text line as always in the streams. I missed this on the last segment, but I will read it now. 1088 chimes in. These Dolphins black uniforms are the best thing the Dolphins have done all season. Probably not wrong.
Agreed, but I don't know. Yeah. A speedy recovery to Tyreek Hill. That's a bad injury.
Yeah,
that is.
I wouldn't recommend looking at it if you got a week or something. I'm usually fine with that. That's a tough one.
That's a bad one.
Yeah. So you're absolutely right. Hopefully you get the speedy recovery there, but he's definitely going to be out for the rest of this game, and we'll have to wait for the details out later. But yeah, Tyreek Hill takes an injury. We mentioned it before the break. Didn't realize how kind of brutal it was. Yeah. But yeah, he'll be out for a while. So hopefully he's all right. And it's nothing too career ending or anything of sorts like that. Hopefully he's just got to take some time off and then come back. But off of the Tyreek Hill injury, until we hear some more information on it, probably will later tonight. Maybe me and Rapper DP will. College football. A lot of games to talk about. Which one stuck out to you that you want to start with first?
I think that SC Illinois game. That was a really good one to jump off to start of the day. USC looked different. Like usually they start to crumble or start to have cracks around this time and everything like that. USC's they could be a danger team.
I thought they would struggle that early on the road, too. Being in Champaign, just like that's the environment that if a team were to crumble, that'd be a great game to just kind of fall asleep in and not finish playing a really physical Big Ten team that is Illinois.
They kept up physicality. Like they didn't, they took their shots. They gave their shots. They just misfired on a lot, and I think Illinois definitely capitalized on a lot early enough and just kind of like waited the game out.
Yeah, because when they win that one, it wasn't like a blowout.
It was a close game. I think if I'm not mistaken.
34-32, 2-point win.
Yeah,
and
they were bad. Illinois could have just as lost that one just as well as they won it. Like it. USC was fighting back for that to be an 11 o'clock game. I think USC showed up early and often. Like I said, they just miscued on one thing. They had a 70-something yard touchdown call back on a legal man downfield on a screen, and I mean they were right there. They were knocking on the door. So that actually, USC might be a team to really, really watch out for in the Big Ten.
I always thought they were pretty good. We saw it, we knew their quarterback. He's going to be able to play with some better offenses. Even if their defense doesn't have a great day, he's good enough to put some points on the board.
He's been surgical.
Yeah. He's been really good.
He's been surgical.
Maybe one of the best quarterbacks in the Big Ten. I mean, you're looking at Moore. Is he one?
For
Oregon?
Oregon, yes.
Hey, we'll talk about that. I think he got probably one. Just no quarterbacks had to play that in that environment. No one's looked that good doing it. And then
I think
Julian Sand. I mean, is he good enough for Ohio State? Are we?
I'm putting Dylan there.
Mavia for sure. USC. He's in
No,
group, right?
No.
No.
Dylan.
All right.
Raiola.
I'm just making a group right now.
I'm putting him at 2. I mean, at Ohio State, you get the cream of the crop. You can go there, close your eyes.
I agree. I think Ohio State would take Dylan over.
Yeah,
saying,
but I mean, don't get me wrong. Sand's been playing well and everything like that, but that's a lot easier with all those weapons around you. You got probably future first round picks on the offensive line, for sure. First round picks in the receiver room. That job is a lot easier than other places. So I don't know how much is him versus what he kind of has. So, but he has been playing well. I definitely think he's one of the top quarterbacks.
I'm looking at Mendoza's stats as well for Indiana because Iowa was the game.
He's definitely in it as well.
Yeah, he finally looked bad, but it was versus Iowa, and they still won.
I'll probably put him at 2 and move Dylan at 3. Honest.
Okay.
I mean, it's good. They're both moving the offense. Their completion percentage is crazy. They're both accurate and everything like that. I mean, but if I had to nitpick, I mean, we get to the red zone and we stall sometimes. There's no stall. There's no stalling with Indiana, and that's nothing on Dylan. That's just execution of things. So I mean, that's probably not fair to hang on him. But I mean, if I were to nitpick, I mean, that's the one thing.
Where's Drew Aller in all this, or Luke Altmaier? Drew Aller is an interesting one because we talked about it off air. It just feels like he's weirdly in the system that doesn't fit him well.
He's the great value of something. It gets the job done. He's not glad trash bags, but
he's not great value. He's Sam's Club. You know what I mean?
Sure.
He's not on brand.
He ain't Kirkland.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
he's not Kirkland.
Would you rather have the Kirkland whiskey or the Great Value whiskey? Not that I don't even know if the Great Value has that, but you get what I'm saying. One's going to be significantly
I don't
worse.
even think he's playing up to Kirkland standard. That's why I went Great Value. He's doing enough, but it's I'm not taking the cheese just yet.
Okay.
I like him, but I expected better.
You expected Costco, and you got Sam's Club.
I prefer Sam's over Costco, so
all right.
Yeah.
I don't go to either. I don't have the memberships for either.
I have both, but I still like Sam's.
Crazy work having both of those, by the way. But
how?
Just pick one.
No.
They're like enemies. That's I don't know. That's like
Kirkland brand is
Coke
only at
Pepsi.
Costco, so certain things I go get Kirkland.
You can do you. It's kind of like liking Coke and Pepsi at the same time.
Well, it's my way. It's BK have my way. It is what it is.
I have no idea where I was going with that. Where we got on the analogies. Other college football games, unless you remembered.
No.
All right. That's on me. Indiana, Iowa. I was just disappointed that Iowa didn't get bashed. Iowa did what Iowa does. Kept it close.
Yeah, I'm not Big Ten football. Whoop-de-doo.
The ending of that game was a little bit weird, though. How Indiana just ran out the clock.
They got out of there with a W there.
I was figuring out ways to make sure that clock just kept stopping through injuries and all sorts of BS.
They were over it.
And cursing that he's like, we'll just run and take the safety. I don't care anymore. So they won by 7, but they won by 5 because they just voluntarily took the safety because they were sick and tired of that game finding magical ways to stop the clock. Penn State, Oregon, I got that right. That's why I think Moore is the best quarterback. I mean, what a road environment to go play in.
For sure.
Also, Penn State. What are you doing? You were so close. One play, and then Oregon scores, and just all the momentum sucked out of that building again. I don't know what to tell them. They're somewhere in the Nebraska territory, except on a higher standard of what we were since 2016. I have not beaten a top 10 opponent. I think it's 0-16 or 0-14, something like that, which is not the worst thing in the world, but when you are a Penn State and you've been consistently highly ranked, that's when it hurts. Because you always get into the top 10, but you guys can
I'm
never
about to say
beat
they probably haven't beaten, I don't think, a top 10 opponent probably since like Saquon was there.
Yeah, you have to go to 2016 is what they said on the broadcast anyways. I can't remember what the exact record was, but
it was very disappointing because like you expecting Penn State to take the next step. You know that they are a dominant team. You know what they're gonna like, how they're gonna come and everything like that. It's for whatever reason, like those type of games is just they should win and you should pick them, and then they just find reasons to like lose them, and it's unfortunate for Franklin, because sooner or later they're gonna start to say you can't win the big games. But he's also not going anywhere just because of what he's doing for that program.
well, did you hear him too? He had one of the best answers I've ever seen in the post press conference as well. It just said, I understand there's a narrative. Well, there's facts to it. So I'm not saying, basically it's like accountability, that's on me. Like he didn't go out there and saying like, well, you guys have this narrative in your head. Sometimes coaches take a bad loss and it feels like
they get emotional about it.
And then they get to the media and then it's like, you just kind of make, like, no one's trying to make you look bad. You're making yourself look worse. Yeah. And he actually like bought himself some brownie points where it's like, he's acknowledging that was a big epic disappointment. And, it's not over for him. If you can just acknowledge the mistake. I mean, Ohio State last year, twice, they lost to Michigan as well. And they found a way to be the national champions. So sometimes it pays to lose if you learn something out of it. That's kind of Penn State's last hope right now. I mean, what else are you hoping for? To be the same? Like you're going to.
I don't know. I know Oregon has another big matchup depending on how that get. Or is it Oregon or it might be Penn State, I think. I think
Penn State's got at least two more big games. I know they got two more tough ones on the schedule. They still have.
I think Ohio State.
Oh, just Ohio State. Okay. Oh, and Indiana. That's right. So Ohio State, Indiana, but they're back to back, which is tough. Rough. And then you get Iowa before Michigan State, Nebraska. You got, that's kind of.
That's a gauntlet.
Even if you're not afraid of like say Nebraska, Michigan State, or Iowa,
it's not. We catch them coming off of those two games. I'm feeling a lot better.
And even Rutgers finished the year. Rutgers isn't that bad. They pushed Iowa a little bit. They won. No, they only lost by 3 to Minnesota. Rutgers is just like, I know they're not winning games, but at least you're seeing what feels like a decent Rutgers team this year where they are pushing teams. But like I said, they lose to Minnesota on the road. 31-28.
How do you feel about Alabama? Because I feel like the people that were calling for his head and everything like that has been silent. I don't think Alabama has been getting as much praise as probably they should.
Chris Raff, who's back in Bama now, but he was like back for the entire week. He was the guy that came on after you and big 6'7", hard to miss him. He'll tell you right in person. He's a great guy though, and he was talking about Bama. I don't think Bama was talking about Bama the way we were. At least the way the Raff was like, because he came down here and he was telling me, he called it. He's like, watch Bama this week. If they beat Georgia, I think Bama's back on track where they always were. And sure enough, they beat Georgia on the road in Georgia, break the longest home winning streak in currently in college football. And it's like, okay, here we go.
I'm like, okay, they're playing better. They figure things out. They're competitive. I mean, they've had some big time drops and everything like that, but they've had some players step up with stuff and everything like that.
Simmons is nice too. He's been balling. He might.
It's the SEC, man. It's gonna come down to some stuff. Because I mean,
what do you like in the SEC right now? I have no idea anymore. Bama kind of shook me.
If I had to choose.
Missouri?
No, I would probably be. I'm stuck on Tennessee because I think Tennessee. I know they lost to Georgia and everything like that, but I think Tennessee is really really nice. And I want to say Ole Miss, but I'm not taking the cheese on Ole Miss just yet.
The only undefeated teams left are Ole Miss, Missouri, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. LSU's foreign. Otherwise, you get a bunch of one-loss teams, and Georgia being part of that group now. And Texas, I'm just you know,
not
there.
I'll roll with Tennessee and Ole Miss. I think they're probably some of the top two consistent on offense and defense. Like there's no let off.
What a crazy world this is.
There's no let off.
I'm just looking at it right now. The fact that we'd be in week 5 and we got Vanderbilt undefeated, Missouri's undefeated, Oklahoma, who I mean maybe not that spread, but last year they weren't impressive. So you were thinking they'd have a loss. They're undefeated, 4-0. Texas A&M, roller coaster, whatever you think of them, they're undefeated. But the teams that have losses so far are Alabama, LSU, Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, and Florida's been awful this year. But weird starts for the powerhouses.
But those losses have been dealt by. I mean, other than maybe one team in there, those losses have been dealt by the same group of teams that you just called.
Yeah, LSU did beat Ole Miss.
Georgia beat
Bama.
No. They beat Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I mean Bama beat Georgia.
Bama beat Georgia. Like they're all in the lump same group. So like those are I would say the elite teams of the SEC that are knocking each other off. So wait till Oklahoma plays plays A&M, plays Tennessee, plays maybe a South Carolina, to where you can really gauge and see how they held themselves up against, an SEC team. I know they played Michigan with a true freshman quarterback.
You know what's a good matchup coming up this weekend? Alabama at Missouri. I've been saying it. This has been one of my dark horses, not because Missouri's loaded up. This will be their, see how many home games in a row for the fellas this year.
I'm taking Bama.
They've had 1, 2,
Is it at
3, 4, 5. This will be the 6th straight home game for Missouri.
6th?
They start the season with 6 straight home games.
Wow.
They're 5-0. They pop off the 6th one, and then they finally hit the road to go play Auburn. But that's why, because they're good, or at least decent. Last year they were decent, and then Jeffrey was one of our interns, and he's from Missouri, and he pointed it out. Their schedule's insane. You start the season off with 6
straight
home games.
How are their fans' livers down there? My goodness.
Sour.
Oof.
Rotting at the very least.
Yeah, I'm still taking Bama in that though. And I like Mizzou. I think Mizzou plays physical. I think they're a really, really good, tough team and everything like that. I think Bama just has it figured out. I don't think it'll be an early game either. That'll be a late game.
11 a.m.
You're kidding.
It's 11 a.m.
No. What are they doing?
Hold on. Maybe there's a bye, right? There's got to be a bye.
There has to be some other bigger clash game. That's an undefeated game. You're putting that early in the morning? No.
Yeah, it's not this weekend. My apologies. They got a bye. It's October 11th.
At Bama.
No, in Missouri. They still get their 6th, and it is still at 11 a.m.
Well, hopefully it changes if they're still undefeated. They can move that slot.
I just like Missouri's schedule. It really cracks me up. The odds for that to pull that kind of run, but they don't have them this weekend. They get Bama 2 weekends from now. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just throwing a dart when I'm talking about the SEC. Give me Bama. Just take it back. It's kind of crazy if DeBoer pulls that off. If he finds the way to,
that quarterback has settled in, and he has been making the right decisions across, all across the board, whether that's intermediate, whether that's deep ball, whether that's, quick game. He looks really, really good.
Well said. And we got to break, quick break here, and then we'll come back for one final segment. Another coach got fired. Might have been 2, actually. I know one for sure. I'll have to double check on the other one. So, did you find out? Oh, this will be great. You'll never guess who it is. Don't go anywhere. Don't Punt Tower with the morning Pierson-El Harrison Arts.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
This is the Don't Punt Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, DeMornay Pierson-El.
All right, welcome in. Final segment. Here starts the ones and twos. Good morning, Pierson-El in studio to my left, and we're going to talk about a coach that got fired. Let me get the morning on screen. That might help. Sorry about if everyone's watching the stream. It wasn't the best camera angle. I fixed it. Don't worry about it. Good morning. Got any guesses who got fired this weekend in the SEC? Teams that have just been struggling maybe for the past 5 years, to give you more hints. Actually, he could have been there for 6 years.
Kentucky?
No. Arkansas. Pittman, gone, fired. It was 6 seasons. Okay, so I was one off there.
Who did they just lose to?
They lost to, was it Notre Dame?
It was a
Beat
shocking
them?
game. I think they got blown out by Notre Dame.
Yeah, I think it was Notre Dame. I think they got the breaks beat off of them. It was,
And I thought Arkansas was supposed to be like good this year.
Notre Dame. Yeah, 56-13 they lost.
Yeah, they got the breaks beat off of them.
They were 52-7 versus Alabama A&M. Arkansas State 56-14, and they lose to 17 Ole Miss, but not by terribly. One score, 41-35. Memphis 32-31.
That's not a terrible job to take.
No, 32-31, and then Notre Dame, they do get destroyed.
Arkansas one has money for NIL.
Yep,
it's in the SEC.
Yes,
fan base is pretty good. They'll get behind you. Arkansas
Razorbacks are nice.
Arkansas is not a bad destination.
No, I can't even think of the last time they were really dominant.
Probably when Alex Collins was still there, down there. They were,
but the money's there.
Yeah,
and just the culture is there. Like, you got to have a fan base that loves
I
the
feel like
Razorbacks.
they've been one of the old teams that's just been like stuck in the old SEC way. They just haven't kind of reinvented themselves to kind of come up, in what times are now. And that's been, say if Singredi goes down there, oh my goodness, like that, Arkansas would be dangerous. Like that type of job, like might get him to move off from Indiana potentially.
They also got rid of their DC, Travis Williams. So they're just clearinghouse over there. So I mean, that's a good job.
Yeah,
someone's gonna jump on. Which jobs would you rather have right now, UCLA or Arkansas? No way you say UCLA. Yeah, Arkansas every single time.
Yeah.
Who else? What are the other vacancies right now? Power 4. Is there more Power 4 vacancies? Is that really it?
I think that's it for now.
Okay. Well, right now, Arkansas.
I think
Oklahoma State.
Oh,
because Gundy got fired. Where are you going? Those are kind of closest.
I mean, that I would probably take Oklahoma State before, just because if you could win a Big 12, I mean, you're going to be one of the 4.
Yeah.
So it would be easier to do that. Now you might get blown out, but I feel like you'll have more time in Oklahoma State versus Arkansas. Like I think Arkansas is definitely the tougher job, just because you're in the SEC and what you have to go up against, and teams might expect more success, early success, quicker than not.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, they gave the coach 5-6 years, so maybe not.
I think I probably do take Oklahoma State. That's a very lucrative job because they also
Oklahoma State can be the big dog in the Big 12
with all the money they have.
They're
not competing with Oklahoma.
You're exactly, like you can take some Texas athletes and do what you need to do there, because I mean you're going against Utah, BYU potentially, Houston looks good.
Yeah, and then TCU is up and down. You never know what those guys are going to do anymore.
TCU has, I
think they're undefeated, aren't they?
I haven't been paying attention to them. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, that's. So who does Arkansas go after?
TCU just lost to Arizona State. They're not undefeated anymore. Who did they go after? Gruden. He's not going to coach college.
He might.
That fits him, but I still don't think he would. Definitely not UCLA.
I don't.
Arkansas, yes. Oklahoma State, maybe.
I think Gruden. He could pull a Belichick, but I don't think that's his. I don't think that's his scene at all.
Well, also Bill Belichick showing you it might not always be as fun as you think it is to start the season. Man, not saying he can't do it, but it's been rough.
Gruden is an old school coach. Like, he is going to hurt some kids' feelings. Like, I think he would be well. I just don't know if some kids will respond to it, because he's going to be on you. His expectations, execution, and everything like that is high. And for kids, for athletes wanting to go to the NFL, that would be a good situation to go. Because if you learn Gruden's system, you can function on the offensive side. If you learn his system, you can function anywhere in the NFL. After leaving the Raiders, like, picking up his offensive scheme, I wasn't worried about what the playbook was. I'm like, if I can survive that, I'm good. So it would be good for them to do so. But again, like I said, I just don't know if kids can survive his intensity because he's an evil genius. He's Chucky for real.
In Arkansas, they could.
I'm telling you, I don't.
He needs some boys that are down bad to pick him up.
He can turn him around.
I think he can.
He can turn him around.
I don't know. I selfishly, I just want Gruden back in the game.
I want him back in the NFL.
The NFL would be great.
Somebody will take a chance.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what
Miami. If Miami does, they're back.
Gruden Dolphins?
They're back.
All right. Fun things to think about. We'll have to talk about that more. Some potentials down the road here, but we got to wrap it up here. Chris Raff coming up next. Raff's good take on sports.